Hello and welcome back to the 23rd episode of a playthrough of Conquest of Elysium 5 with Necromancer on count difficulty with Wilder enabled. And I'll be honest, right up front here, that this is the second time I'm recording this episode because the last time I recorded this, so I save between each episode in case something happens, and it did. I looked at the voice recording and I don't even know it. The microphone messed up in some way. I sounded like a mix between Darth Vader and a heavy metal artist and a robot. It was just weird as hell. So I'm just redoing this. And the thing is, I figured out, and if you look at this, they don't have any commanders here or anything. Well, actually, let me just show you when we get to it. There's a few things we can do next turn that I've kind of been waiting a few turns to do, so let's get to it. And there you can see there's a Barbarian Commander. Maybe they had different RNG this time, but last episode was pretty short, because that's the last commander, or at least it was last time. Either way, been battling Dead Forest, that's a win. Battling Plain, this will also be a win. Let's just look at the stats here real quick. Yeah, lost a few guys, murdered them. It's all good. But there was a few things that I did want to do. And that is get whatever I can here. Oh well, 20 Pioneer should do good, and a catapult. And then we just attach everything to Tyrannicus. Now we have, these guys will attack each one of them 7 times before the battle begins, so 35 times before the battle starts. Just gonna send them in here. Segurio will go ahead and secure a little bit of this area here. Yvonne, well, we put a lot of long dead on her so that we wouldn't risk losing her. Well, there's still always a risk when attacking a catapult. Could hit anything, but now there's a better chance it'll hit some of this stuff. So we go in. And Abyssion is gonna raise dead, but he's gonna reanimate animals. That's pretty much what mainly was there. And then Dead Sensed, like not that much. Some of them animal, some of them human. I'd say not worth it really to start messing around with. We're also gonna get 5 goblins for this guy, and well, I guess that's it. And then we can, oh look at that, more dispossessed spirits. Haven't seen those before. I think I accidentally burned down the forest here. I don't know. I think I did. Because I went in here with like, I don't know. I think I've accidentally, like, between turns? I must have hit something and lit this on fire. I mean, it could have spread, but I don't think. Huh. Well, either way. I'm gonna take out those dispossessed spirits, have these guys keep flying east. And then, for a masterpiece, we're gonna have Necronomicon. We're gonna rename him to Necrox. And your special power, Lichcraft. Ta-da! We have a Lich, and we can't go for Greater Lichcraft right now, but we can next turn. And we will next turn. And also Damien here. We'll attack this tiny army. This guy will go east. This guy right there, well, apparently there's some dispossessed spirits in the area. Let's go murder them. For Morik, well, I kind of want to send him south to join up over here. Necrox, can't really do that much more right now. And so with that, we pass turn. Alright. Yes, as you can see, Vatericus the Barbarian has been eliminated, so very short episode, and hopefully I don't sound like Darth Vader this time. But we can look at this battle here and see. I'm kind of hoping we get either of these guys. Doesn't really matter since we already won the game, but we didn't get this guy, and he has Banish. anti-magic and such, but... Divine Utterings, what's that? Magic resistance, banish, ah. A burst of 9 banish. Well, either way. Should be a steamroll. Taking out 2 out of 3 of the casters before we even start the combat. That's quite useful to do. And yeah. Alright, battle in the watchtower, let's see. Obviously that's a win. Battle in the forest, that's a win. Battle in the village, well, we won the game, so that's a win. Did weaken a whole lot of them, and there we go. It's kind of like just world news. Basically, I've won the game. It's just kind of snuck in. Winner, Abyssinian has won the game. Just snuck in between other battles. So, what the hell is going on here? What? Wait a minute, what? Oh, I go to, and it just boots me out. Anyway, we can have a look at the score graph real quick. So yeah, I mean, army-wise, we've been kind of like, middle of the tree. Kind of outperforming most players, but then most players lost, and then we're kind of far behind army-wise for a while. Although we did hold strong and fight off and fend off everything that came at us. Had some casualties here and there, of course, but didn't do too bad. And then, well, at some point, we, I think we got like a Death Knight or 2, or some Liches, or Demi-Lich or something. Might have been here, might have been there, I'm not sure, but I think there's like Death Knight territory at least. And, yeah, we just managed to get a sprawling army quite quickly, and overtake the Baron. That quickly declined once we started fighting him until we killed him. And we haven't really been doing too much to the Barbarian. We kind of just been doing our own thing, and he's been bothering us. Why he sent that army towards us there, I don't get, but hey, well, it's a win. Citadel-wise, you know, my color choice doesn't really stick out that well, but oh well. Gold-wise, we've been doing pretty good, considering the AI has double gold income. I'd say we've been doing really good, actually. Or rather, they've just been playing stupidly. They haven't secured up a lot of income potential for themselves, and instead been attacking my shit all the damn time, which has been quite annoying. Iron we've been doing good on, and they have double income on this as well, so we've been getting a lot more than most for most of the time. Oh yeah, his herb income here, well, at some point. I'm guessing this is when the dispossessed spirits started arriving. And yeah, it kind of declined a bit for him there. Hands of Glory, so steady increase, and then we hit the there was some event that kind of doubled it for us for a little while there, and then dispossessed spirits happened, and zhoof, there went all our frickin' incoming well, Hands of Glory. And then we managed to, before the game ended, to push back past the point where we were, after dealing with so many dispossessed spirits. Trade income, we've been doing okay, and at some point we've been doing pretty good. The other stuff is relevant. Let's have a quick look at the map here. So, this is where the Barbarian's base was, and probably some of the stuff he secured, but if you look around here, there's a lot that he hasn't really secured for himself, that he could have. But instead of taking this, he's just been going, like, he has all this area here, all this, he could just have had it to himself the entire game, all this at least, like he could have all this to himself. But instead, he decides to send his armies over here and fighting in this area, right next to me. So I'm trying to secure this area, and the Barons at it all the time, the Barbarians at it all the time. When the other guys were alive, they were at this area all the time. I mean, it's got a fairly good concentration, I would say, of like income potential. But I mean, there's other places on the map as well that are pretty good, so I don't know. Although I would say this is probably the strongest, most concentrated area of good income potential. Like, towns and cities and villages and hamlets and farms and everything. You just got some good stuff going on here, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot that hasn't been touched on. Like, you can see the difference here. The area that we have been fighting in, no independence. Well, one annoying little long dead that came out of this graveyard here recently because these freaking dispossessed spirits appeared all over the map. But we've been fighting back after that, so it's been good, and we've now secured it all. Here, you can see, in contrast, not very secured. Lots of independents still roaming around here. The Baron down here, just when we came down here prior to, like, earlier, just a lot of this hadn't been taken. A lot of it. And you see the same with pretty much all the AIs. They just haven't been effective at taking their own stuff, or stuff that could easily be theirs. Instead, they've been bothering me over here. And we got really lucky with the mad cultists, or lucky / unlucky. I mean, lucky in the sense that they're pretty useless over here, these guys. These guys could have been painful to deal with. I mean, you don't see that many right now, but if you went through that Inferno gate that's behind this guy, you'd see a lot more of these people, and they're pretty strong units. So Inferno gate got, well, here is where that is. So, pretty lucky on the placement there. There was some army at some point, the kind of undead Inferno gate dudes that just came over here and messed around a bit and went back. Maybe they weren't even Inferno, maybe they were something else, because I'm not seeing them anymore and I didn't deal with them, that's for sure. Maybe they got wrecked by something independent. Who knows? And there's so many dispossessed spirits spawning in early game. Like, is there anything out here that should be spawning that? Giant jellyfish. Wait, what's this? Poison aura. Okay. Well, anyway, so, you know, in the end, it all worked out. We won the game, and, yeah. Well, so, thank you for watching the season, so to say. If you did, thank you for watching the video. If you just watched the video, I suppose. And I would appreciate if you would consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing, but of course, that's totally up to you. And you can catch me in the next season, I suppose. So, yeah. Have a good one.